Who do you guys blame hookup culture on? But hold on, before you go, I want to get all the ladies' votes. Who do you blame hookup culture? Put the green thumbs up if you think it's men's fault. Give me the red thumbs down if you think it's women's fault.
Okay.
Who do you blame hookup culture on? Green if it's the man, red if it's the woman. Throw them up. Let's see.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
Is it what? Red if
Wait,
it's the man?
Green. Oh, God.
Green if it's the
Red
man.
women.
Green for men.
Okay.
Red for women.
Yeah, to blame for hookup culture.
We're horny.
Okay, so you.
No, but that's men.
You
You're
just said
saying
men.
they're men.
You're blaming men.
Oh.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So most of you guys think it's women's fault? No. You blame men. So 3 girls blame men. Okay, and then 4 blame women. Okay, interesting. Go ahead. Yeah, then you come right back. I want to ask you, Ms. Jamaica, why do you blame women?
Repeat the question again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, got you.
Okay.
Hookup culture. Who do you blame hookup culture?
Yeah, hookup culture. You blame the women. Why do you blame the women for hookup culture?
I blame the women because I feel like we're always seeking like sexual desires.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. You also blame the women. Why do you blame the women? And I want to get the girls that blame the guys.
Women always want attention.
Yeah, sexual desires.
So even if they don't want the man, they want to think that that man wants her.
Do you watch the podcast?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else said
I say
the women?
too.
You blame the women?
Yeah.
Why do you blame the women?
I blame the women because it's a little bit more complicated than what they say.
Okay.
Women,
why?
yeah, they're seeking validation from men because they think that they need it to matter in society. That's another thing. But it comes to the point where women were oppressed and they saw that the answer was to go crazy and go the other way. And that harmed all of us as a culture because we think that if we go around and sleep around, that's liberation. It is not. And that's what the culture, the feminists cultivate, and that I don't agree on. But that doesn't mean that men add something to the equation. Women need validation because we grow in a society that tells us that we value if women.
But you're 10, you don't need validation.
If men value us, so our value goes into men. But the cultural hookups is a lot of our own fault, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was well said.
Okay. Smartest thing you've said all night. Okay.
Thank you.
Who else said the women? Sorry, the guys or the women. Sorry. She went. Okay. Why do you blame the men for hookup culture?
I don't know. Yeah, you're correct. I don't know. I really don't. It's a very.
Why do you wear glasses? I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like it can go either way. Like,
Okay, so
I don't really want to put a blame on either men or women.
if you
so
had to, in your opinion,
Who is more responsible for hookup
If you
culture,
had to
men
choose.
or women? In your opinion, you said earlier men.
I don't know.
Should I come back to you?
Yeah, come back to me.
Okay.
get up.
Venezuela, why do you blame men more for hookup culture?
No, I said it.
Women.
Oh, the women. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why do you blame the women more?
Because we are hornier, and like we always play, like we always want to like.
All right.
Do you really think
It's the hormones. I think
Hold on.
it's
Do you really think women are hornier than men, though?
Yeah, in most cases.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Don't
think so.
dispel that for her. Let her believe that. Please, just let her go. Let her have that.
Okay.
Please.
I mean, women
That's wildly incorrect, but
women
okay.
are horny too. But not to-
please.
That's not like.
Let her have it.
The thing, I think the correct way to say it is that women are hornier, but only for a small percentage of men, versus men are hornier for a large majority of women. Like most women would only really only want to have sex with the minority of men, but men will have sex with most women.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
No, they're just dogs at that point because like you could just fuck one girl and like just get it off with one girl or two,
Fantastic.
but like
That doesn't disprove it.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Who blamed the guys? Somebody else blamed. Oh yeah, why do you blame the guys for this?
Literally exactly what you said. I feel like men are too quick to judge, and then at least women, like maybe they'll think it through a little bit and be like, oh, like maybe not.
Why does that create hookup culture?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Judging.
Remember, the question is who's more responsible for hookup culture, men or women? So you
I
said
feel
men.
like men because
Why?
I feel like they might be like super thirsty. And they're like, okay, women are pretty horny, but then maybe they're like, okay, this isn't worth it. But men are like, all right, fuck it, just come over.
But who chooses who has sex though?
Yeah.
You
do.
I would say still men. Oh no, woman then. Okay, I contradict myself. Then, yeah. I would say, I guess, woman, because I do choose at the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
But
10
I know you
men-
be choosing.
bro.
shut up.
Like last show. She was like, I want him.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, she that's all you're right. All right, what
hot.
about you?
I'll
You
choose.
blamed
Okay.
women or men?
For hookup culture,
Yeah.
I would say men.
Okay, why do you blame the men?
Because niggas ain't shit.
No, but going like basically what you even said yourselves earlier, like inherently men are more sexual by nature.
Mm-hmm.
So who's gonna hook up more? People who are more sexually
Let
promiscuous.
me ask you this though. Even though that may be true, who has to say yes first?
We're both saying yes.
No. But who has to initiate first to say yes?
You're most actually, to be real, most of the time you're probably approaching a woman, right?
Yeah.
There's not that many women approaching
that
you.
When it
woman
comes to the
friends.
actual act itself in the bedroom, who says yes first?
The woman
We're
has to
both
confirm.
saying you wouldn't even if you wouldn't even be
You
in a
have to open
woman's
your legs
bedroom.
before I can even enter, right?
But you probably chose the woman, right? She didn't come up to you.
You're missing the point.
Come on, man.
Who has to open their legs before
Who
they
gives
enters?
consent?
You are smarter.
The
We
woman.
both are.
Nigga,
No, but
Whose house are you going over to, huh?
nigga, if you
Like, we
say
ain't
no,
dragging
it's
you.
grape.
Like we ain't
So it has to
dragging
be
you.
you, right?
Yeah, who's
So that makes it seem like men have no boundaries.
What?
what?
but they don't.
If it's only up to a woman to consent, y'all didn't consent to. Like that's
No,
what do you
you're
mean?
missing the point. The point is,
God, I wish it
if
was
we go
that
on a
way.
date, right? Things go well. Even though I might like you, you might like me.
And
if
you
you
probably asked her on the date, right?
If you, but you're missing the point. If you say no to me in bedroom, what's that telling you about me? Without your consent, I can't do anything, right?
But fresh, she's in the bedroom.
But that would still probably mean that you're more promiscuous by nature because
Yeah, they are.
because you're down.
I'm
You're
not-
down.
I'm not
all you
saying
need
that.
all you need her to say is
But
yes.
I'm
but
just
you're
saying
down.
for it to happen and actually go down.
But nothing goes down until
but-
you say yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's not the question. The question is who initiates the hookup culture? The
Yeah.
guy that's more promiscuous because y'all are down pretty much
But if you
100%
say no,
of the time.
it's no.
But that's not the question.
Let me ask a simpler question. How about this, so that maybe the ladies can come to a conclusion? Do you say yes or no to most of the men that attempt to hit on you?
I say no.
Okay. What about you? Do you say yes or no to most of the men that hit on you?
No, she said
No.
I don't know.
No, I said
She
no.
said no. One time she does know.
Somebody
I
called
said
her
no.
the Black
You say
Jeffrey
no
Dahmer
most of the
sitting next to
time?
you. That
Okay.
was fucking hilarious.
Do you say yes or no to most of the men that hit on you that try to get sex?
I definitely say no.
And what about you,
That's cap,
Miss Puerto
man.
Rico?
Respectfully, no.
No. Okay, what about you? Do you say yes or no to most of the men that hit on you?
No.
Okay. What about you?
No.
What about you?
You get it. She get it.
So, well, it's most. It's most. So you do realize just by that means that most men are declined by just the ladies here at the panel.
Yeah.
Repeat your original question one more time just to make sure I know what you said. You said who initiates hookup culture more? That was the original
Hey,
question.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
So she's saying men.
So men.
Yeah,
So
and
men.
you made
Yeah.
the argument that men, and then your argument is that it's because men are more promiscuous, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Then I followed up and asked all the ladies, do you allow most of the men that hit on you to hit? Most of them said no. Okay? And newsflash, we've asked this question to a bunch of girls. Most girls say no to like 90% plus of the men that go up to them. So even though men are more promiscuous and more horny and want to have sex,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that they get it.
Thank you.
He's just saying that it's our fault, women's fault. He's
No, I'm not
contradicting you.
saying that.
That's
You came
why-
to that conclusion on your own. I didn't say that.
That's why hookup
But what I am
I
saying,
think it was complicated.
what I am saying, I mean, I like that you use
How
logic
dare
there,
you.
but what I am saying is that women control sex.
Yeah, most hookup
So
culture
yeah.
yes,
is-
women control sex. Men cannot have sex unless women allow them to. Otherwise, it's a crime.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that because you're making an argument, men are more promiscuous, so therefore they're
That's
having
the
more sex.
question.
I'm arguing it doesn't matter how promiscuous men are because most men can't get sex.
That's why hookup culture is bullshit.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as hookup
It's
culture. There's
hookup culture for women.
There's hookup culture for women and top tier guys.
Bam.
That's it.
AKA close your legs.
And I'm sick to death of hearing this bullshit. Every time,
Simple.
you put the word culture after anything, you make the word that came before it endemic. It's
There
like,
you go.
oh, this is going on. And
So
I'll tell you
true.
the thing that gets women love to pile on when it comes to hookup culture, the hookup culture. The only people they're hooking up with are guys who are like the top tier guys.
Yeah.
So really what the internet has done, or what social media has done, is it's made the top tier guys they're at a level that no one else can match. So if there is anything that even resembles hookup culture, it's women who want to get with the top tier.
What percentage of men do you think get no sex at all, like in a year? What percentage do you think?
Good question. We should go around the table on this one too.
Yeah.
Let's have her answer
What
first. And then,
percentage?
yeah.
What percentage of men get no sex at all? Like in like a year?
Honestly, I wouldn't be able to gauge that question with a true answer because I don't really.
Just
know.
give an estimate.
Ballpark.
Give an estimate.
From your opinion.
Out of 100% of men, what percentage do you think are struggling to get girls that can't do it? Incels.
No, they want to have sex and no one will have sex with them.
That's easy, Jerice.
Yeah.
Don't think hard on
1
that.
out of 10.
Yeah, yeah.
And he
I'm
just,
about to come to you next. You better not say I don't know.
I mean,
Why don't we come to her last and she can hear what the
Yeah.
other people
yeah,
have to say?
I don't really
What do you
have
think,
to
Miss?
say.
I don't know. I
it's
hope you
men
don't.
in prison. You gave it away. You said cells.
No, insult. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
She wins.
Oh my God. Hey, bro. She thought you said incel. Yo, she thought you said incel. In jail cell.
Right? That's what he said.
Yo, whoever your
not
clips
wrong.
people
She's
are,
not
that
wrong.
really is.
Does that not
happened.
make sense?
That was a fucking moment right there. And she literally said they were incels.
This is stream, bro.
Involuntary.
We're going home.
That's what y'all make it seem
Shout
like.
out to Mushy Mushy. Let's fucking go, guys. What is going on?
That is crazy, bro.
Involuntarily celibate.
Yeah.
Incel.
Involuntarily celibate.
Okay.
Incels. One more time. The percent. Oh my God.
That was great. That was
I mean,
great.
people in
That was
jail can't
absolutely
get it
To be
either.
fair, she's not in this space, so she wouldn't know.
No, I
yeah,
agree.
yeah,
It was
that's
just
fine.
so terrific.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
I'm
funny.
sorry.
Actually, that gives me hope.
So, I'm actually glad you're in
Go
this
ahead,
space.
incels.
That is incredible.
What do you think it is?
Okay, so it just how confidently she said that. It
Yeah,
was just so
yeah.
great. So the number of men that have 0 sexual partners in the last year. They
So
they
just-
want to have sex, but no one will have sex with them. What percentage do you think?
Out of 100.
Okay, so they want to have sex, but no one wants to have sex with them. I don't know. I'm gonna throw a number out there.
Okay,
20%.
20%. Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
What was the question?
The number of the percentage of men that want to have sex. Everybody have your number in your head, please.
Yeah, yeah, I
Get
got
ready to order while we show up to Denny's, like before the fucking waiter gets here, please, or we're gonna be here all day. One more time. The percentage of men that want to have sex but will have 0 sexual partners in a year.
I think it's very low.
Okay.
Like probably like 30%.
30%. So she said 20%. You said 30%. What do you think?
I say 5.
5%. 5%. Here we go.
Okay.
So you think guys are just okay? Guys
Yeah.
want to have sex. They're having sex.
I mean, it's easy nowadays to
Okay, it's
go
easy.
out and do
All right, go
something.
ahead.
Yeah.
70.
70% of men want to have sex and are having no sex.
Yeah.
I think 20% sounds
20%.
good.
30.
30.
30.
I agree with her. Like probably it's like 80%.
80% of men want to have sex and don't have
And
any
they
sex.
don't have sex,
It's
yep.
funny because it's the 80% of men are deemed unattractive on dating apps. The answer is about 33%. 33% are men under the age of 30 are having no sex at all with anyone. About 26% of those men under the age of 30 are virgins, or rather, they have not had sex from the age between 18 and 30. 26 have had no sex. Period.
Never.
No sex at all. So that's essentially what's happening, right?
But that
That's numbers growing.
Incels. It doesn't count.
The involuntarily celibate, meaning I want to have sex and nobody will have sex
I know,
with me.
but that doesn't count.
That does count. That's specifically what that means.
Okay.
Involuntarily celibate means I want to have sex and nobody will have sex.
No, I
Vol
understand.
cel means I'm voluntarily
But
celibate.
you said men that don't have sex like within a year.
Yeah.
Does it include the virgins?
No,
People who
yeah,
never
so
had
yes,
sex,
of course it
never
would
had
include the
sex.
virgin. If someone who's not had any sex has not had any sex in a year, so yes, those two numbers would overlap. So about 26% of men, virgins, 33% hadn't had sex in the last year.
Okay.
Make sense? Okay, got it. And then 80% of men on social media apps are deemed unattractive, 20% are deemed attractive, and 4.5% of men are so attractive that women actually pursue them.
initiate.
Those men are in hookup culture. The other 80% of men are not in hookup culture. Most men don't cheat because they can't cheat. Most men don't have a chance. If we drove by, we went to Chick-fil-A and we ordered some food, and I asked you guys after we left, hey, what is the guy who gave you your food, what does he look like? Most of you would not remember what he looked like. Most of you would. It's not that he's ugly. He doesn't even exist to you because he works at Chick-fil-A. If a guy pulls up in a Lambo, you remember his eyes were blue. You remember what his teeth looked like. You remember all kinds of stuff because you
I
attribute.
hear about this story, yeah.
No, because you want a guy that's superior to
I'll take
you.
it
You
further,
attribute-
Mike. I'll take it further. When you go to CVS, after he came inside of you for your plan B, the guy behind the counter, you don't know who he is.
They're invisibles.
It's invisible, bro.
Yeah, that's true. They're invisible to us.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so the reason why he said
I
that
mean,
before with the
somebody's
hookup
always
culture is that
invisible
like
for
most
somebody
men
else.
can't
You know
hook
what I'm
up
saying?
with anyone.
It could be
Therefore, there is no
famous,
hookup
and
culture
you
for
show
most
it to
men.
somebody else. It's like it could be famous, and you show it to somebody else, and that person would be like, I don't know who this is.
The only time hookup culture gets mentioned, like the only time hookup culture the only time it gets mentioned is when there's a need to pass blame onto guys. It's like, oh, well, if guys were better men, then women wouldn't be OnlyFans whores, right? If guys were just better, if they take more responsibility, then women would act better and be better. And the thing is, my response to this is always, well, what you're basically saying is that women have no agency, they have no choice, they have no free will, and it's all dependent on men. So what is it? Is it that women have no agency and they're completely, they can't take accountability or responsibility for anything they do because it's men who are the ones who are making those decisions for them? Or are you actually responsible for your own actions? Is it personal responsibility for that woman? And that's the thing, is that nobody ever wants to have that conversation, because it's like asking women to be like a victim and also to be a superhero at the same time. And that's really what feminism teaches women, is it teaches them to be, they're either victims or of this horrible, the man's world, or else they're superheroes. They're Captain Marvel. They can do anything. And it's depending on what the situation is, it's whatever conveniently works at that particular time.
They're tens.
And that's all hookup culture is.
Yeah.
Is it's a convenient answer for casting women as victims.
Yeah. Somebody was trying to say something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I agree.
You agree?
I think
Okay.
it goes hand in hand with the whole saying that you're a 10. Because if you're saying you're a 10...
Let's not go back to the 10 thing,
No,
please.
I'm just...
She's using it as an example. Go ahead,
As an
continue.
example, I think a lot of women live in their delusion. And like I said, there's your delusion, your truth as a woman, as an individual. And then there's reality. Not only for looks, just for everything. Health, news, everything. So I think with the whole hookup culture, it is mostly promoted mentally and literally by women, because they do mostly talk about it, blaming men about.
But it's a
hookup
few
culture.
men, and those few men have so many options with women. That's why they're blaming those men. Okay, again.
Matter of fact, let's have fun with this. Finish your point, and then I'll say it. Please.
14% of men are over 6 feet tall. 17% of men make over $100,000 a year. So 6 feet tall and $100,000 a year, it's 0.17 times 0.14. It ends up being like 3% of men or something like that. To 1 point, some ridiculous number below 3. That's the number of men that are over 6 feet tall and make $100,000 a year. That you're talking about hookup culture. The average man in the U.S. is like 5'9" and makes $49,000 a year. Okay. That's what we're saying, is that the majority of men do not get to participate in this hookup. Hookup culture sounds so fun, doesn't it? When you were in college, wouldn't hookup culture sound great? You want to know who didn't want to hook up with me? Women my age. They didn't give a fuck about me. They didn't care. They were dating some older 35-year-old dude. They didn't care.
The bartender.
Well, wasn't it awesome, man? Hookup. If you guys out there listen, man, hookup culture, just all this free sex sounds great. But the reason why men are out there listening to this frustrated, because it's not happening for them. There's a small group of men that's happening for. And so when women are blaming them, yes, I understand that Brock the bartender fucked you, fucked your friend, fucked your sister, and fucked up other people, so you want to complain about him. Most men are not Brock the bartender. That's the point.
Not only that, I mean, if we're gonna, this proves my point even more. There's a Facebook group all over the place called "Are We Dating the Same Guy?"
Yeah, are we dating the same guy?
If that doesn't prove that females literally only have sex with a small portion of men, I don't know what else does. They have to do it where they need to actually use each other to identify
pre-selection
men
crowdsource
that are able to go ahead and have sex with other girls.
Ladies.
By the way, Myron, me and you were in that group before.
What?
We were in that
Are we
group
dating
before.
the same guy? It's
Really?
hilarious.
Yeah.
When?
I have an insider in there.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Ladies, how just in general, how much dick are women offered in general?
A lot.
The answer is infinite. Women are offered infinite dick, and you still try to steal each other's man. What the fuck does that tell you? You still try to steal each other's man.
True.
But it's never about the man.
Bro.
Most of the time, it's just jealousy between
Competition.
girls.
It doesn't change.
Most
It
of the
doesn't
time,
change the
yeah.
bottom line, though, that you're going after a man that has other women. So, like, what we're trying to explain here, because we asked you whose fault is hookup culture. Again, bringing it back because I'm not the nice guy. It's women's fucking fault because women are whores nowadays. That's the reality.
Okay.
Because no, and hold on. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. If you're the one that picks who fucks, then that means you have control. If you have control, that means you have authority. If you have authority, that means you also have responsibility.
Spider-Man.
But women, right? We don't make women accountable for their poor decisions. We tell them, yo, you're a princess, you deserve X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. My thing is, if only a minority of men can actually engage in hookup culture, whose fault is it really? It's the women. So when I see a girl on TikTok complaining about I can't get a guy to take me seriously, or this guy ghosted me, or blah, blah, fucking blah, I laugh because I'm like, you picked the wrong guy. It's probably a dude that fucks a bunch of other girls. You were too stupid to identify to see if he was a player or not, even though you fucked other players and you should know by now. But women don't understand that, okay, this guy's probably not a good long-term partner. I shouldn't get with him. He's too attractive. He's too charming, etc. This is why arranged marriages worked for so long, because women suck at picking their own boyfriends most of the time. That's why women typically stay chronically single and or get hurt by men, because they don't have an authority figure like their dad or their brother to get involved in helping them find a guy.
It's what feels good.
They'll go off what feels good. And guess what feels good?
Dick.
Fucking Tyrone.
Oh,
All right,
Dick,
pause.
yeah.
Or Chad, or Brock, the bartender. Those guys know what to say.
the quarterback.
They get the vibe, right? Because girls say dumb shit. It's just the vibe. The vibe is he makes you feel a certain way, and then he's able to smash. Well, most guys don't have the vibe.
Okay, your question?
It just sounds like it's one half of a coin. Like
shit.
it sounds like. Okay, so you're saying that women are not choosing correctly, right?
Yes.
So I just don't get how it's like in one half you're seeing blue when it's really red. It's like, how does that reflect on the women that they're choosing shitty men? It's like the blue side of that is there's
men
more
are
shitty men.
There's not more shitty men. There's 6 women competing for the one shitty man.
Yes.
That's the point we're making.
What's the ratio of men to women in the world?
It's 50-50, but 80% of those
no,
men
it's
are
not.
getting nothing. It's 41-59.
They're already selected
not.
out.
Yes, it is 41-59.
They're invisible to you.
No. The ratio of men to women?
No.
In the world?
Men.
No.
There are
There's more women in the world than there are men.
51-49. There's more women. There's barely, it's not even 1%, but it's 51-49 women to men. Yes.
But also, the men that you actually want are good men, invisible to you.
They're boring. That's the guy that's in the friend zone right now.
The top level guys.
Friend zone.
5'9", making $49,000
Every single one
a
of you
year.
girls here at the table has probably 2 to 3 guys right fucking now that's in the friend zone that would be a fantastic boyfriend to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you
I
don't
think
want him because he's boring.
Men are
He's boring.
different, so I don't have
True.
any.
I mean, I don't keep wanting to say it's subjective, but I feel like there's so many girls who probably say they gave a guy who they may have not been their initial choice a chance,
Yeah.
and it just pisses them off even more.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
they get
fuck
played.
nigga.
Yeah, because he's boring.
It's gonna
No,
if you feel like you're going out of what's usual, your usual comfort zone, and being like, okay, maybe I should give this guy a chance because what I usually like doesn't suit me most of the time. So let me give this guy a chance.
Because
And
they
I
been
can
ran
say,
through.
How do they come to that decision?
I mean, I can speak for myself. I mean, I've heard other girls over here say, but like, yeah, like when I said that, it was like, yeah, like I've heard many girls say they've given not their usual choice guy a chance, and it does nothing but just piss you off even further.
What do you mean piss you off?
How did they
piss
come?
you off?
How did they
Piss you-
come
piss you
to?
off
How
because
did they
you're
come
saying-
to
'cause
the
you're saying-
usual choice?
Because you say if you know better, you do better. So when you're trying to do something different and you feel like you're still arriving at the same conclusion of you're acting shitty, you're gonna be like,
The problem
well,
is
what the fuck?
because you're a 10. So no matter what you do,
You're a
no matter who you
fan.
It comes
choose,
back to that
But-
delusion.
you're
You're
above,
right.
you're above them.
No. That's still like I said. You're choosing to only look at blue when it's also red. That's still putting another person's shortcoming, and I'm making that reflect me. So if I give a guy a chance and he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, that's my fault. Like that's no accountability for how they're
What do you
behaving.
mean he doesn't do what he's supposed to do? They give
Yeah.
these other guys a chance, and what do they do
Exactly
wrong?
what you said, to put the nice guys in the friend
And
zone.
what happens when they start dating a guy who might be good for them? What
They
happens?
might be promiscuous, like we just said.
So you're saying that these guys would be promiscuous also? These guys who are like have no chance with women at all?
We just said by nature, it doesn't matter if the guy is attractive or not. By nature, just like you said, there's a whole group of incels. They still want to do what they want to do because they're still
Yeah, but
men,
there's no one
just
to
like
have
all
sex
of
with them. That's the point.
Exactly.
They don't
There
get
is
laid.
no one to
And then
have
guess
sex with
what?
them.
And if you give them some, that's not going to make them be like, oh, this girl gave me some. Let me love her forever. They're still going to be like, okay, I got her. What can I do next? You know, let me try the next thing. Yeah, it can still happen.
Okay, let's say
That's what I'm saying.
let's say that's true, but can they?
No, exactly.
But they think that, and
But can they? Physically?
But is that not true? If a guy's like, I got this girl and this is above my league, I can top this. Let me see the next girl I can pull.
No, the
Let
question
me
is,
see the next baddest
can
I
they
can
act
pull.
upon those thoughts? Honestly,
But are they going to try to do it? And guess what?
So you
that
can
girl,
turn an incel into a player just by giving him some pussy.
I'm about
No,
to
but
say.
that's
can.
true.
You
Yeah.
can.
What the?
Never give it
can.
out and they'll give a guy a
Tell me how.
chance.
I just told you because
That sounds
No.
like a coaching product. You could make $1 billion.
Yeah,
I got like a shit
I am
ton of money.
slow.
You could make
I
so
am
much
super
money if
slow.
that was true.
Mara, take
Jesus.
notes. Break it down for me. I'm slow. Sorry.
Because, like you said, if you're a guy and you get a girl, and let's say in subjectively you feel like she's you pulled a 6, right?
Okay.
So you're like, okay, let me get a 7. Okay, let me get an 8. Let me get a 9. Okay,
He's
I'm
not
going.
getting a
got
7
you.
though.
By the skin of his teeth.
But in their head, it's a competition. They want to level up. They're not going to just be like, oh, I got the 6. Let me stay with the 6.
How do you know? Are you a guy?
We just explained that it's like male hypergamy. Like, okay, I always want the best thing. Like,
Okay, let's take it a step further. Let's say I get a girl. Generally speaking,
Hypoandry.
who breaks up relationships more, men or women?
who what? Who's that laughing in my ear?
His mom.
Oh, he weak. That's good.
What the fuck?
He laughing into his coffee mug.
So again, right?
Don't knock your coffee mug over.
Men and women. Relationships. What gender breaks up more?
Sorry, say that again.
What gender
He's laughing. Oh, sorry, say that again.
starts the breakup more? Men or women?
Who initiates a breakup more?
Who initiates a breakup
Yeah.
more? Women. Yeah.
So by default, right? If a man gets a girl by the skin of his teeth, he ain't leaving. It's a woman that leaves most of the time.
That's not going to stop him from trying to elevate if he can, right?
Well, once again, can he though? He just got you.
If he's going to try to, is what I'm saying.
But can he actually do it though?
Yeah,
And
but
it- no,
both
but in
sides
that
would try
in
to.
that process, in that process of you trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna get a better girl, and that girl that you chose that took a chance on you, that's why people are saying what they saying. Like, oh, I tried to give a nice guy a chance, and he did this.
So I'm going back to the jerks and the ass
Yeah.
hats.
So you go back to the guys that failed you.
No,
yeah.
you're saying like,
Doesn't really make it good either.
yeah.
So
That sucks for women, man. That sounds
It
that sounds
does.
really shitty.
It does.
Well, I mean, controversial take. It's because I think a lot of women, once again, remember the whole 10 thing and I'm special. Like, you're not above a guy having sex with another girl when he's in a relationship with you. It amazes
agree.
me how many girls think, well, I'm with this guy, he better only be faithful to me. Well, men typically are only as faithful as their options. So you could get with a guy that's extremely
Agreed.
attractive with money, or you could get with a guy that's a loser. If he has the opportunity to have sex with other women, it might happen. So I just tell women to prepare for it and just accept that. Okay, does he love you? Are you the main girl? Are you the one with the title? Do you have that? Okay, then stop complaining.
Well, I got cousins, and I know like when they have a girlfriend that they really like, they be faithful to them. Like they don't cheat.
How do you know?
Stop the cap.
Because I know, like they tell me, like like they tell me they fuck in the car, they tell me they fuck in the theater, they tell me they
All right,
fuck
let me
on
ask
the
you a question.
train.
Do you actually think, and I'll go around the table on this one, do you actually think you can sexually satisfy a man by yourself?
Of course, yeah.
Really? Okay. Who else at the table? Give me a thumbs up with the green if you think you could sexually satisfy a man by yourself, ladies. Let me see. Who else? Throw them up. Come on. Can you sexually satisfy a man by yourself?
Bro, they'll shake it right now.
Come on.
Come on, ladies.
Let's
Put
see
it
the
up.
confidence.
Put it up. Thumbs up, ladies.
Throw-
I mean,
thumbs
I'm
up.
not putting this up.
Thumbs up.
It
So
depends
green
on
or
the man,
red?
I think.
man.
It depends. Always go with
Here.
the
With
man.
all 5 of the books in his collection, he can satisfy a man.
Yeah, you guys are funny.
Let me get. Okay, so we got. Okay, throw them up, ladies. Throw them up. Okay.
Put them up.
1, 2, 3.
That's
So only
white.
3 of you think you can sexually satisfy a man by yourself. Okay, interesting. The answer is no, you can't. Men always want variety.
Oh, really?
The answer is
Sounds like my point is being proven.
the answer is no, and the reason why is because men want variety. So it doesn't matter how many times you dress up as a nurse or as a fucking witch on another day or as a doctor on another day. He's gonna want a different girl. If you're black, he's gonna want a white girl one day. If you're white, he's gonna want an Asian girl another day. If you're white, he might want a black girl one day, once a year. I don't know.
You're telling me that you can satisfy your man, right?
Yeah.
Where's he now?
Well, I've been with the same guy for I don't know. Well, I've been for a guy for 3 years. I've been checking his phone religiously, and he never been talking to nobody else but me.
But
so.
you said you were single earlier.
Well, I'm talking about like back in the day when I had a relationship. And like, I was checking his phone religiously. He never talked to any other girl but homework and just saying hi.
So why'd you break up?
Are you high?
Because
No.
it was a very toxic relationship. It turned very toxic.
You should call him back,
Checking his phone.
take a picture of yourself with
on
no
your
makeup
part,
on,
for sure.
and send it to
On
him.
your part, bro.
Interesting.
Holy
All right,
shit.
man.
Okay.
Like you wild.
So yeah, going back to what I was saying, hookup culture is on women because women are the ones that pick who fucks. And what I'm saying is that women typically in hookup culture pick the top 5 or 10% of men that are attractive enough to engage in hookup culture. A majority of men cannot participate in hookup culture, but a majority of women absolutely can participate in hookup culture.
By default.
You see what I mean? A guy that's top tier will fuck a 5.
The average
Yeah,
woman
yeah.
can fuck more than the average man.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Like, a matter of fact, I don't know if the girls know this. Like, are you guys aware that, like, every single one of you can probably get a guy faster than like a celebrity guy can get a girl? Are you guys aware of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So does that not prove that women play the game on easy mode then? Average women.
It's most
no,
likely
let that
the
sink in. Hold on. Be
the
quiet for 2
lifestyle.
seconds. Average women have more dating pull than celebrity men.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
So who really controls hookup culture then?
Women.
Women.
No,
I
answer
guess.
it. Who controls it?
Who controls it?
Yeah.
Women control it. Who?
Okay.
So if they control it, who's at fault?
No, they
Hold on,
agree.
hold on. One question. No, what I'm saying is the exact thing that you're saying is like,
I want to hear it.
who controls it? Okay, women. Who initiates it is men. Who keeps it going is men. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think
'Cause
it's
as you
that
just said-
simple.
Women control it. If you're in control, that means you have power, right?
Yes.
I think
mean,
a dude. Hold on. I think a dude named Uncle Ben said something about great power comes with what?
Oh my god.
Great what?
Fresh.
Responsibility.
Spider-Man 2. Oh, no. PS5.
See, I don't know why. Like, it amazes me. Like, there's a difference between men and women. Like, women will have power, and like they don't understand that power comes with responsibility. But like, men understand that, like, oh, I got power, that comes with responsibility. I better fucking make sure I do this correctly because there's consequences if I fuck up. But women, on some other hand, have the power and don't understand the concept of consequences.
You know what it is, bro?
You can't sit there and say, oh, we control it, and then go ahead and then say men are responsible for hookup culture.
No, but this is true in a point. Like, we are the
No,
one
no,
who
I'm
are in
talking to her.
charge. Oh, sorry.
No, not you.
You know what it is,
Because she was
bro?
the one that made the argument.
Literally, women are Venom, men are Spider-Man. Literally, bro.
Yo,
All right.
W Uncle Ben in the chat.
Did you have something that you wanted to say? So, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and it makes sense. But I just don't think it's that simple. That's all. The culture that we have on hookup culture and how women behave, yeah, we are in power and we should change our behavior. So men change their behavior. But to say that it's all our fault and men don't have a play in it is just
No,
a lie.
hold on.
We never said.
Men adapt to the situation.
Yeah, but also women. I mean, we also depend on you. I mean, come on, women
on,
depend on
Mari.
the way
Come on.
on the way the men see them.
Come on.
To say that women don't depend on the attention of men, women in society don't depend on how men view them. I mean, we get our boobs done, we get our bobs done. Do you think it's for ourselves?
Okay, let me ask you a
The
question.
makeup,
Do you
like
watch
everything.
Animal Planet? Okay, so like when the gazelle, right, in the safari, right, when the gazelle move, do the lions move with them? The answer is
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Because if they don't, they're gonna die, right?
Oh, okay.
The predators need to adapt to the prey. So women have changed a lot over the past 60 years thanks to
Yeah.
feminism. So men have adapted and understood that for me to get laid and get my prey, I need to adapt to the new normal of how women behave. So what do guys do? They say, oh, you have a career? That's great.
It's
Oh,
You're a 10?
you're a
you're a
10?
10?
You are a 10. You are.
oh, you a boss babe?
You a boss babe? I love boss babes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
go ahead.
I love opinionated women.
What?
Yeah, that's the biggest line. Hold on.
OnlyFans?
You're a
You got
queen?
OnlyFans?
Oh, you're, oh.
I love OnlyFans.
I love OnlyFans.
Bro.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You like Disneyland?
Oh,
You like rainbow?
wait, you used to be a hooker? Wow.
Me too.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Don't
that
sounds
worry
like an
about it.
entrepreneur to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do I mean by this? What I'm saying is that it's not really men that have changed. It's women that have changed. And what men have done is they've adapted to the way women are now. So men will say and do anything to adapt to get laid. That's what I'm trying to say. So whose fault is it really?
Who's the gatekeeper?
Is that girl's world? The girl decides if she wants to have sex or not. That's the reality.
Thank you for approving
You know
my
what?
point.
She's not wrong. She's still
And she
not
drills on
wrong.
herself. This is fantastic.
Hold on. What's going
What
on?
sign are you? What sign are you?
I'm a Sag.
Me too.
Sag twins.
Oh, that's another lie niggas tell. I'm into horoscopes.
Me too, bitch.
Like, yo,
I'm a
guys,
Taurus.
guys literally, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Guys literally lower their IQ to get laid all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, oh, really? You're into, I'm spiritual too.
Oh, you rap? Oh, yeah. Lit as fuck.
All right.
Let's move on.